Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the fourth day of competition at the 2024 European Junior Artistic Swimming Championships here at the Cottonera Sports Complex. This afternoon, we will witness the finals of the women's free duets and the mixed free duet events. We are already watching to the presentation of the European Aquatics Technical Commission. They are all responsible for this event to be possible.
And please welcome also, thank you to the referee.
We have now the presentation of the referee of the competition, Ana Montero. We'll have the assistant, Carambella Despoina, and the technical controller coordinator, Eva Grikar.
The synchronization difficulty technical controller, Miss Eva Grikar.
So in this duet event, we are going to watch the girls to perform a routine with elements and acrobatic movements. And we will have here the judges to judge the scores for the swimmers. We are already watching to the presentation of the panels. So we will have two panels of 5 judges each, the elements panels and the artistic impression panels. The elements panels will be judging and scoring each element that they are going to see during the routine. We'll have the free hybrids and the acrobatic pairs, and the artistic impression judges will be judging 3 scores, one for choreography and musicality, second score for transitions, and a third score for performance overall from the full routine. We also have the difficulty technical controllers. 3 controllers will be judging and assessing the difficulty of the choreography, and 3 judges, technical controllers, will be assessing the synchronization part of the routine. So these 2 panels of the controllers are really important in these routines. They will validate all the elements that were executed, if they were well executed, and if they were well declared on the coach cards, which is the document that reflects all the choreography that the swimmers are going to show today. The synchronization panel on the controller side, they are really important also. They have to count the number of synchronization errors. They are looking only for synchronization, and they will have to score the errors as they see them by their severity. There's small errors, obvious errors, and major errors. The major errors are usually when one of the swimmers don't execute one of the movements or several movements, and there's a penalty for 3 points for each missed movement in this side. So we have 12 duets. These are the top 12 duets that were qualified for these finals.
Georgia.
We already have ready to perform on the stage the duet from Georgia. They start here with a difficulty declared of 30 points. They will start inside the water. They bring the theme of the routine, Avatar. And they start with the acro pair. So all these elements that you are going to watch, they have to be declared on the coach card. So each movement corresponds to a code, and that code has a value of difficulty that will be awarded by the end of that hybrid. So the total difficulty of the routine is a sum of all these elements, and the technical difficulty controllers are looking at all of these movements, the hybrids and the acro pairs, and they will really check if the swimmers performed it correctly or if there's any errors on the declaration of the elements. If there's errors or the swimmers perform as they should on the execution part of each element, they will be awarded a base mark, and a base mark is a value of 0.5 for the hybrids and 0.1 points for the acrobatic pairs. Instead of getting the full difficulty of the elements, they will only get 0.5 or 0.1. There's some small errors here on the synchronization side. All these rotations have to be full complete. Otherwise, they will get a base mark on the elements. So for each element that is being executed, the elements judge will be scoring based on height, execution, control, and alignments of design of movements. So this was the presentation from Georgia. Gogdilice and Nita Natobadze. They are coached by Manana Shalienske and Lika Bokeria. Choreographer is Manana Chancelliliani.
Expressions and the movements connected to the music.
These swimmers have been working together for 6 years already, and they presented routine since Doha, the World Championships this year in February. Their goal is to perform here without any base marks. They had 2 base marks on the preliminaries on elements 7 and 9. So they are here aiming to get the best score possible. On the scoreboard, we'll see also a score for a bonus of 40 points. That bonus corresponds to a respect of the accomplish of the rule of the underwater time. Is a recommendation from the World Aquatics. The swimmers will get 40 points bonus if they respect the maximum time for the execution of the hybrids. They have 1 minute and 35 to execute all the hybrids. And I guess we have the provisional results. Just waiting for them to show on the scoreboard. And they didn't have any base mark, which is great for Georgia. They had a penalization on the synchronization of 9.0 points, a huge penalization. On the elements side, 90.8042. Artistic impression score 75.9000. And they were awarded of the 40 points from the underwater time. We already have on the stage the duet from Croatia, Corina Maretic and Mia Piri, 16 and 17 years old. They are going to present us the theme of the routine, Rolling on the River. They start with a difficulty declared of 34.9.
You know, every now and then, I think you might like to hear something from us. Nice. Easy.
Really good flexibility.
But then we're gonna do the finish. Rough. It's the way we do. Proud Mary.
Slightly difference on timing. From Croatia, Corina Maretic, Mia Piri. They are coached and choreographed by Anna Novak.
Will perform by Team Croatia, music choice and synchronization, no doubt added to the overall impact of
This routine has been presented since the beginning of this season. This duo has been together for over a year. They chose this song for the duo because the rhythm is catchy and they love to dance on it. They want to get better results, so they are working super hard to improve after each competition. And they competed at the World Series, the World Cup of Paris in May this year. On the Duet free event, they got placed on the 12th position. They compete also at the World Youth Artistic Swimming Championships in 2023 in Greece. They were the 19th team on the ranking. On the prelims, they got a base mark on element 6. So today they are hoping they could fix this element and execute it properly, so the difficulty technical controllers don't award any base mark. So the difficulty value of the routine is always awarded before the routine starts, because they have a declared difficulty, which they start before they swim. which is the sum of all the elements, the difficulty of all the elements that were declared. But only after they performed, they will have the final difficulty value for this routine. Because if a base mark is applied, this value is reduced. And since this value is multiplied by the scores of the elements panel, this can really make a difference on the final score. And for now, they had all the elements with no base marks, which is great for Croatia. They had a deduction on the synchronization of 9.3. The element score 108.6708, artistic impression 67.6500, and the bonus of 40 points that corresponds to underwater time.
Portugal.
And we are ready for the duet, starting in the position number 3. The duet from Portugal. We have Inês Dubini and Ana Luisa Carvalho. They are going to present us here the colors of the ocean. Well synchronized. The rotations are really hard to synchronize. Beautiful. They are executing a lot of unbalanced movements. These movements are really hard to execute. They belong to the level 7 of the rotations family on the difficulty table of elements. They just need to synchronize it and finish all the rotations so they don't have any base mark and they don't have deductions on the synchronization controller side. Really well done. A beautiful performance from Portugal. They had so many beautiful sounds. It really made me feel like I was in the ocean. Well done, girls. Ana Luisa Carvalho and Inês Dubini, 18 and 19 years old. They are coached by Silvia Pinto and Beatriz Gonçalves, choreographed by Silvia Pinto. They had a base mark on element 6 on the prelims. Now they want to have the best score of their life here. So we are waiting for the difficulty technical controller's decision on this, but they did really, really good. This routine was already presented 2 years ago, but it has been changed and made more difficult. So they accomplished the new rules of the applied underwater times and the difficulty for this category. This duet has worked together in the club. They are from the same club since 2021, and for the national team only since 2023. They choose this music because the swimmers like the ocean and the different feelings it can awaken. And this is the second year that they compete at the Junior European Championships. In 2023, they competed on the technical duets, and a different pair competed on at the free routine. They were ninth, and we already have the results for this routine. I'm just waiting for them to show up on the scoreboard. And for now, no base marks were applied. The total difficulty was awarded 38.15. They are really, really happy. It was a great performance from Portugal. And a lower synchronization deduction, 7 points on the total all elements score, 108.3896. Artistic impression, 72.7000. And they also got the bonus for the underwater time of the execution of the hybrids.
Great Britain.
We have Great Britain already on the stage. Lily Blinkhorn and Isabella Young. They are bringing a routine with the theme Elvis rock and roll. They start Really well done, Great Britain. They had really nice movements of legs, lower limbs on the hybrids. They tried to include some movements of artistic impression so they can make the hybrids a little bit more interesting.
A beautiful routine.
Because it's full of rotations, and since the
Composed
new
of
rules
Florence
of the
Lilly-Wagner
difficulty and all the
Isabella
elements
Young.
have to be declared, the routines
Under the
have
guidance
to
of
really
Yulia Dyachenko and
have an addiction
Karen
of
Thorpe.
artistic impression.
This was
Otherwise,
choreographed
it gets
by
too
Yulia Dyachenko
much
and Stefania
difficult.
The theme of the routine
The focus
is
of the
we could
routine is
understand
always
rock and
to
roll,
earn more
fast
points
beat,
on the
fast
difficulty side,
movements.
difficulty panel, and
Elvis.
some coaches forget
They just
about the
love
artistic impression,
fun music
but not
since it's
Great
fast
Britain.
and enjoyable,
Great Britain
so
was
that's
fantastic.
why they've chosen this kind
The
and
coaches
type of
Yulia Dyachenko and Karen Thorpe. Choreography from Yulia Dyachenko and Stefania Speroni. This routine was choreographed last year, but it has been developed this season for the new time underwater and the
Both
new
of them
rules.
traveled to China and
They like
France
to swim
season
as
to
well
take part
as
in
they
the
can
World Cup
and not get any
events.
base marks. They had one base mark at the preliminaries, so they want to have the best score ever. They competed at the 2024 World Cup in China and in Paris in the duets events. They got placed in the 19th position in Paris and the 8th position at the free duets in China.
While we wait for the provisional routine score, unofficial results: Portugal first, Croatia
So right
second,
now
Georgia
the
third.
difficulty technical controllers are reviewing the video of the choreography to check all the elements that they had
Provisional
any
routine
concern
score
about the
for
execution.
Team Great Britain.
And we already have the
Points
provisional
on
results.
elements, 107.
They had no base marks,
0959.
so they had the total difficulty awarded 35.15, synchronization errors 6.7 only, the lowest until the moment. On the element score 107.0959, artistic impression 67.1000, and they also respected the underwater time for the hybrids, so they got the 40 points. They are in the third position until the moment.
Germany.
We still have a lot to see, many countries to compete. And the start number 5, we have Germany, Daria Thon and Amelie Blumenthal-Haas. They bring the theme clock. They also start with the difficulty declared of 38.65. Really beautiful start. Some artistic transitions in this start. Some unbalanced movements and rotations. Acrobatic pair. These rotations are called two-direction rotations. They are also on the level 7 of the difficulty table on the rotations family. There are 5 families on the difficulty table for movements. We have the thrusts family, the rotations, the flexibility, the hair-bone weight, and we have the connections, which includes all the movements that have a connection. The swimmers have to touch each other to make a connection movement. So usually the swimmers have a lot of rotations on the routine. They're looking for the highest difficulty value as possible. Few differences in the timing, execution. All of these movements that are not synchronous, they will have a deduction. Beautiful ending with the clock. Darieton Amelie Blumenthal has 15 and 16 years old. They are so young. They are coached by Yoko Nakahama, and she also choreographed this routine.
Performance by Team Germany.
In the prelims, they had a base mark on element 8. By the end of the routine, it's really hard to keep up with execution. They are already so fatigued after all these routine elements and all the demanding height that they want to put in the choreography. The swimmers have been swimming together since 2020 at their club in Germany. They are teammates, but at the same time, they are great rivals and best friends. This music is Tick Tock Goes the Clock by Joe Blankenburg. As soon as they heard the song, they felt in love about this song. They had an image of the clock starting to move and dancing in the middle of the night when everyone is asleep. And their beginning of the choreography really matched this feeling. This is their world debut as a junior category. They want to give all their hard work in this moment and inspire the other people of their country to join our sports. That's really beautiful. The last season they competed at the World Youth Championships in Greece. They got placed on the Duet free events in the 15th position. And as I was mentioning in the previous routine, this time the technical controllers have to review the elements that they flagged during the routine as they don't accomplish the requirements for the full difficulty score. But sometimes the difficulty technical controllers, they review the video, but they don't apply base marks, okay? So this is not, the reviewing time does not mean that they have any base mark. They are just ensuring that they were well executed. As we can see, they had the whole difficulty, 38.65 points, 8.9 points of deduction on the element score. The final element score, 119.0751. The artistic impression score, 73.3000. And the bonus for the underwater time. And they are in first position until the moment. Already five duets already performed. We have Turkey on the screen now. Bade Wilsdis and Duru Karamberelus. They are performing a Requiem for a Dream with a difficulty declared of 34.75. Really well synchronized. These rotations are hard to synchronize. And these swimmers are so connected to each other. Really good job from Turkey. Duru Karambereloglu and Bade Wilsdis from Turkey. They had no base marks on the preliminaries, so now they are trying to have the same results. They had a really good difficulty, initial difficulty, 34.75, and they were so similar, executing all the movements. It's really impressive.
You all agree that you need so much power and control to be able to do
The
this
coach
one.
and the choreographer, Lasin Koksay, they have been working on this routine for about 1 year, and they choose this music because they love the story of the music, Requiem for a Dream.
Another obscurity by Ian Buff remix was the music.
In 2024,
Quite
at
heavy,
the
big,
World
big
Championships in Doha, they were the 27th position on the free duets.
Well done once again.
They
They've
also
been working
competed
this
at the
routine for a year
2023
now.
Youth World Championships on the team events. And they have a big dream of becoming Olympic swimmers. One day that can happen for these two swimmers from Turkey. You just have to keep working really, really hard, and keep competing so they can get a lot of experience and be ready for the Olympic Games. They were so synchronized, all the movements, I'm feeling that they are going to have a low value of deduction on the penalty of the synchronization panel. So the technical difficulty controllers can review the video of the choreography, but they can only review the elements that they want to review. They have any doubts. So they can review upon 3 times maximum. They can only see it 3 times at the normal speed. They cannot stop the video on the elements. And they have all to agree on the decision. Otherwise, they will be always in favor of the athletes. And we have the good result for Team Turkey, 35.25 on the difficulty, no base marks applied, and a really good deduction because it was 5.5, the lowest until the moment for the synchronization panel, 109.2315. And 65.9500 points on the artistic impression panel. We already have the cats from Italy. They really have beautiful swimsuits and headpieces. They have a cap with cat's ears. So we can already guess the theme of the routine. The cats, the musical. And they start with a difficulty declared of 41.1 points. They start really strong with a good height on the acrobatic movements. They're really executing these rotations pretty fast. And it's really hard to complete the rotations as long as you have a high speed in the movements, because they have to full rotate the hips so they can accomplish the total rotation. They have several transitions. They add points to the artistic impression panel. Since this is a free routine, swimmers can interact and get connected during the routine. Those interactions are obviously choreographed previously. Strong ending here at these duets. They had a lot of artistic movements. They're looking here for a full score, really high score on the artistic impression panel and also on the execution side, on the elements panel. So the elements will be scored by the elements panel, the judges. There are 5 judges, and they give a score based on the height of execution, alignment, control.
Their artistic expression really tells the story of the musical Cats. This was choreographed by the Italian
So the swimmers were Sara Maria Rizze and Flaminia Vernice from Italy. Sara is 17 years old, and she was the reserve from the last year's duets that competed here on the European Championships, Junior European Championships. They got 2 base marks on the preliminary rounds on elements 6 and 8. So they need a clean swim so they can access the podium. They want to get a medal here at this event. The coach of the routine, coaches and choreographers are Simona Ricotta, Letizia Nozzo, Silvia Gianandrea. And this is a new routine. They swim together for 2 years already. And they competed for the very first time on the senior level this season on the 2024 European Aquatics Championships in Belgrade. On the duet, they qualified for the finals and got the 4th place with a clean performance, no base mark. And that's exactly what they are looking here. They are looking for a clean performance.
We've got Germany in the 1st place, 2nd Portugal, and 3rd Croatia.
We still have 5 routines to watch. So if they want a medal here, they would need to get ranked on the 1st position already. So let's see. It all depends on the base marks. The base marks are crucial at this classification parts of the routines. The rankings can really change with the base mark. The final score of each element is multiplied by their difficulty value, the difficulty score. So if you multiply that value for 0.5, that value, that element almost does not have any weight on the element score. And also the swimmers look a lot to the synchronization, because the synchronization deductions have a huge weight on the elements score too. The synchronization deductions followed by the synchronization controllers are deducted to the element score. And we had a base mark on element 7. It was a different element that they had base mark on the preliminaries. Had 5 points of deduction on the synchronization part. Elements score of 119.2252. Artistic impression 74.0500 to perform. And we see the swimmers from Switzerland. Melody Heiselbank and Amy Mitchell. The theme of the routine, Valkyrie, the woman of the Viking world. They start with a difficulty of 35 points. Many rotations with 2 directions. You can see all the swimmers are executing many rotations with 2 directions and imbalanced movements. That's why, because we know that those elements have a a high level of difficulty, so they have better scores on the difficulty. So the swimmers during the routine have to ensure they have a good pool coverage. They have to travel and show the routine to all the judges. The artistic impression panel is looking at that, the pool coverage. They also need to synchronize the movements with the music. That's accessed and evaluated on the score of choreography and musicality. They're really strong here. What a great finale here for Switzerland. They had a really strong duet. It was a great performance.
Another strong performance
Melody
here
Halbeisen
by
and
Team Switzerland.
Amy Mitchell.
Beautiful
They are coached by Francesca Zampieri and Chiara Carmignato. Choreography from Francesca Zampieri. They had a base mark on the preliminary round on element 8. I think now they were giving everything to have fulfill all the elements and not have any base marks. Let's see by the end if the difficulty technical controller could see the same.
Two warriors in the water.
And this is a brand new choreography. They have been swimming together since always because they are from the same club. They are using a mix of musics. They are really powerful and give them energy. With this, they said they can feel like they are two warriors. And we saw that in the water. They really interpreted the choreography really well. And the 2023 at the Junior European Championships, they got the 10th place. They competed at the World Series, the World Cup of Paris in May this year. And on the duet free event, they got placed on the 10th position.
That was the 8th performance by Team Switzerland. We have 4 performances to go in the duet free final.
We still have 4 more performances, 4 more countries to compete today until we know which teams will be awarded in this routine, in this event, duet free routine. The duet event has been part of the Olympic program since 1984 when it was included in the Olympic Games in Los Angeles. At the senior level, all the swimmers aim to compete at the World Championships and get a quote for the Olympic Games. Those quotes are already filled for the Olympic Games of Paris in a couple of months. While we wait, let me tell you about the swimsuits. The swimsuits of the swimmers, they have to follow certain rules. They cannot have any transparencies. They have to have nude fabric, and they have to respect the good image of the body of the swimmers. The swimmers have headpieces that you can see on the screen. All the swimmers usually wear them, are related to the theme of the routine and match the swimsuit. And we already have the provisional results. No base marks were applied. They are in the first position until the moment, so they passed Italy. 35.0 is the actual difficulty value. Synchronization errors 5.3, and element score 114.4416. Artistic impression 83.3000. They got a penalty of 1 point. It might be the time of the walk-on. They only have 20 seconds to be ready. There might be other penalty. To do this walk-on, the athletes only have 20 seconds. They have to be ready to do their full presentation here to the judges and be ready to start the routine. So if there are differences on the limits of this time, they will have a penalty of 1 point. And they start with a throw on this acrobatic pair. The team from Slovakia. The theme of the routine is Swan Lake. They start with a difficulty declared of 34.9. Really well synchronized. And these were Michaela Bernatova and Sofia Strapekova from Slovakia. This duet is coached and choreographed by Monika Tunjirova. They here a routine, the Swan Lake, and they had no base marks at the preliminary rounds. They also increase the difficulty value for this routine from the preliminaries to the finals. Their final difficulty declared value is 35.0. So the countries and the swimmers, they can improve and change their coach cards from the preliminaries to the finals. It's really common that happen, especially on the senior level, because they are looking for the best score, so they can make the routine even harder than it was in the preliminaries.
Team Slovakia, we have now 3 performances.
So they have been swimming together this routine since 2023 in January. They really tried to incorporate the story from the performance Swan Lake Ballet into the choreography. They think that the topic suited the girls really well, and they believe that the judges will enjoy their performance.
Italy,
I believe that too. Let's for the scores to see that. But they competed already this season at the World Cup in Paris with the team events. They were also part of the teams that competed at the 2023 World Championships, Doha, not 23, 24, 2024. In 2023, they were at the World Youth Championships and got ranked on the 8th place. We are getting now in the end of this final event. We still have 3 more routines to compete, but we are going to decide in the last 3 the final results. For now, the positions, the final ranking at the moment is Switzerland in 1st position, Italy 2nd, and Germany in the 3rd. And I guess we are getting ready for the scores.
Provisional routine score for Team
The swimmers
Slovakia.
had a base mark on element 8,
104 points.
so their difficulty is now 31.15, synchronization errors of 6.0. The element score 104.5563, artistic impression 76.1000, and they respect the underwater time, so they got the bonus of 40 points.
And now please welcome start number 10.
So the swimmers have to respect the amount of time that they execute the high. They have 1 minute and 35 seconds. So now we have the duet from France. The theme of the routine is Avatar. Oriane J. Lardon and Lou Elisabeth Toulier. They have the highest difficulty declared on the competition. The duets free, 46.65. change of the music. Slower music. This allows the swimmers to show different movements. Variety of movements is also important. The artistic impression panel is looking into this. Many rotations with 2 directions. The swimmers can only include the same movements until 3 times inside the same hybrid. So if they have a 2 directions movement, they can only execute it 3 times in the same inside the hybrid. They can use it many times in the routine, but only 3 per hybrid. Really good job from Team France. They really have a high level of difficulty in this routine. On the preliminaries, they got 2 base marks, element 4 and 8. They finished on the 3rd place of the ranking. They come here today to get a medal. They really want a medal. So let's see what the scores will show us and what position will be Team France after this incredible performance. They had a few errors on the synchronization panel, on the synchronization side. I'm sure the synchronization controllers, they were really focused. So this is the first competition that they are presenting this routine. The athletes are recently training together. They only train together for a month. And the first music is from the Cirque du Soleil, and the second from the Avatar film, and the last one, Gothic Storm. Oriana was the soloist of France at the 2023 Fukuoka World Championships and at the 2023 World Youth Championship in the Duet Free Greece. Was 5th on the ranking, and Lu was part of the duets. And these athletes are very ambitious, and they dream of being able to join the senior French team to prepare for the qualification of the 2028 Olympic Games. So we can see they can do and execute really impressive choreographies. 46.65 is the highest difficulty declared in this competition. But the base marks will really make the difference if they can have the best score and the best position or no. We still have 2 more routines to finish this final. All the swimmers want to get a medal here. So the difficulty technical controllers are reviewing the elements, and there was a base mark applied. We are just waiting for the scores to be shown on the scoreboard. And there was a base mark on element 9.
100
42.35 is the now actual difficulty awarded. There was a 7.9 deduction about synchronization errors. The element scored 142.5209. Artistic impression score 78.8000, and they followed with a bonus score of 40 points, respecting the underwater time. They are ranked on the first position until the moment. There's still two more routines to go, so that means France already has a medal. We just need to find out which medal will be after these two routines. We have the duet from Greece, Sofia Rikako and Vasiliki Thanou. They are bringing the theme of the routine, what's behind through the door. Difficulty declared of 43 points. They're super expressive. The movements are really interpreting the music. Small errors here on synchronization. A lot of arm movements expressing the song. And so many rotations. It's really impressive, really hard to execute all these rotations. They had so many rotations with two directions, so many turns and turns. So the swimmers use usually the walls of the swimming pool so they can see where they are. And they usually have the eyes open, so the swimmers cannot wear goggles while they are performing, but they have their eyes open underwater so they can see the rotations for which wall they are facing. They know if they executed 180 degrees rotation or more or less. So the swimmers have this knowledge. Each swimming pool, and also the stripes on the floor of the swimming pool helps the swimmers to know where they are at as they travel and execute. while they perform the hybrids upside down. So the coach and choreographers are Anastasia Gutseva and Natalia Chernetska. They had the second highest difficulty declared in competition. On the preliminary round, they were second, and there was no base marks applied. They worked together for less than 1 year, and they choose this music because they want an Horus-Carry themed choreography, because they really motivates them, and they feel like they are able to express their dancing emotions. They competed at the 2023 World Championships team events in Doha. It was this championship was in 2024, not 2023. In the 2023 at the Junior European Championships, Grace won the free duet event. There was a different pair.
With a total score of 233.2752. Only unofficial result.
I don't have the information of the results yet.
We have the 12th and last performance coming up soon.
I guess there's some technical difficulties here on the scoring system. And now it is. We have the results of the...
And the provisional routine score for Team Greece.
Yes, exactly. We have the scores on the board. There was no base marks, so the actual difficulty is the same, 43.0 points. Synchronization penalties of 74 and element score 136.2356. Artistic impression 86.1000, and the respective the underwater time 40 points bonus were awarded, and they are in the first place until the moment. So we see there's only one more duet to compete, and we have the team Spain already ready. They are doing their way to the place where they're going to start the routine. The theme Sacrosanto, difficulty declared of 41.85, and they got the first position in the preliminary round with no base marks. Let's see if they can do the same. Really good height. What a great performance from Spain. It was really breathtaking. It was so hard. They have so much difficulty. And all the elements beautiful executed. We have Naya Alvarez Vicente and José Calle Garcia from Spain.
That was the last performance in the duet free.
The coaches Virginia Villalba and Andrea Fuertes.
Swimming.
Choreography from Virginia Villalba.
Naya Alvarez Vicente and Rocio Calle Garcia.
They really got the first place on the in the preliminary round with no base marks. They really want to have the same result here. They are looking for a gold medal. It's the first time that they participate with this routine in the junior international competition. It's a new routine. They have been practicing it since December last year.
Training since December.
They have songs from the movie Sacrosanto. They choose these musics because they wanted to show something different with original movements and complement the music. They were fourth at the 2024 World Aquatics Artistic Swimming World Cup in China. During this season, they already competed in the team events on the World Cup in Markham, Canada, on the 2022 FINA Youth World Championships. They were part of the team who won the gold and silver medal for team and free combination events. Also, they are looking here for a gold medal. We have the difficulty technical controllers reviewing the elements. This revision does not mean that they will have a base mark. This just means that the controllers have to make sure that they are having the best decision and the fair decision for all the swimmers. They usually check if all the rotations were completed. And the words really synchronized. And we are ready for results. We have the final value for difficulty fully award. They are first on the ranking. They are the new European champions at the junior championships. Congratulations, Team Spain. They had deductions on the synchronization of 5.6, element score 140.4918, artistic impression 84.7500, and they respect the underwater time, so they got the bonus of 440 points. We have the results on the screen. First place, the Team Spain. Second place, the Duet from Greece. And the third place, the Duet from France. We had here an excellent and thrilling competition. But let me remind you that the results are not official. They will be only official after the referee of the competition, Ana Montero, approves them. So shortly we will have the mixed duet free final. We'll have remarkable routines to watch. Just gonna stay here with us and follow another deciding event where we're going to decide the medals for the mixed duets. I hope you're enjoying this session. Let's come back in a few minutes and stay tuned. Now, as we transition from the women's free duets to the mixed duets event, let's talk about what makes this category so exciting. The mixed duet, which features one male and one female swimmer, was first introduced in the 2015 World Championships in Kazan, Russia. Since then, mixed duets have gained increasing popularity in our sport. Today we will be watching the free routine, which allows for greater creativity and expression in these events. So we already have the first pair in the water, the duet from Germany.
My name is Gretel, and this is my brother Hansel.
The theme of the routine, Hansel and Gretel, the witch hunters. They start with a difficulty declared of 20.8 points. So the mixed free duet has 2 minutes and 45 seconds, the same time as the female women's duet free. And they have to perform 5 hybrids. They have to perform 7 hybrids, not 5, 7 hybrids, and 3 acro pairs. The acro pairs have to include 1 lift, 1 throw or jump, and the third one is one of their choice. And they also must include 2 connected movements at the surface with displacements. So we are going to see all of these elements that are similar to all the choreographies. And this is one of the connected movements with displacements. They can have connection in the hybrids. Really well done, Maria Denisov and Robin Wien from Germany. They had to execute 6 hybrids, and they had to have a connection on one of them. And we saw that they also had to include 3 acro pairs and 2 connected movements on the surface with travel. They have been working together only since May this year, so this is a really recent pair. They choose this music because they want to tell a story, and it's a German fairy tale. They are coached and choreographed by Doris Ramadan. They want to show here their best version. And at this moment, they will practice more and more to improve their best performance.
In the mixed duet at the European Championships. While for Maria was second in combination at the last European Championships in 2020.
Maria Denisov was part of the senior team squad the German team and competed at the 2022 European Championships, 2023 European Games and World Championships also in 2023. So she got quite experienced. So on the mixed duets, we already have the first results. Just waiting so it shows up on the scoreboard. So we are going to see the same scores, the same panels that we had for the free duets. The women's free duets will have element score, artistic impression, difficulty value, bonus for the water time. At this routine, so 20 points, it was difficulty declared, synchronization error 7.5, element score 60.3125, artistic impression 65.9500, and they had the bonus of the underwater time. For the underwater time, they had to execute the hybrids in 1 minute and 30, which corresponds to 55% of the total time of the routine. It's a lot of time executing hybrids. And we already have the duet from Spain in the water. They are starting with a difficulty declared of 35.65. And the theme is Vivaldi's Winter. What a great acrobatic movement here. Many rotations, so they can have the highest difficulty possible. A lot of unbalanced movements and rotations with 2 directions. This is a transition. And the movement with the connection is already done on the hybrid side. Another acrobatic move. Really beautiful routine, really well choreographed. Spain always presents us these routines full of magnificent movements, and they are so good technically. We have in the water Ariadna Benito da Silva and Jordi Cáceres Iglesias from Spain. They are coached by Laura Lopez and Alba Cabello. The choreographs of this routine are Gemma Mengual and Ana Vega. This choreography is a Vivaldi's electronic version. It's powerful, and they want to look for different movements than visual, making it more artistic. They have been presenting this routine for 1 year already, and they have been training together for 10 days. It's a really short period for training, but these swimmers are incredible. Spain is the gold medalist for the tech mixed duets event from last year's Junior European Aquatics. They want to do the same, but for the mixed duet free. So at the 2022 Junior World Championships, they won the silver medal. They want to keep with the gold medals. Yesterday, they were third on the final event for the tech duet, technical mixed duet. They are looking also for a gold medal or any medal at the World Championships in Lima, Peru, for the junior category. I really enjoy the mixed duet free routines. They are so artistic. Mixed duet are still not in the Olympic program, though the men can compete at the Olympics if they are part of. But the mixed duet is still not in the program. We are looking forward to include this program also. So we would love to see the mixed duets in the Olympics very soon. And we already have the provisional results. The swimmers had a base mark on element 7. So the new difficulty declared is 34.35. They had a penalty on the synchronization of 5.5 points. Elements 111.3813. Artistic impression 79.1500 points. And they respect the bonus, the time for underwater. Execution of the hybrids, and they are in the first position, which is very good for them. We still have 4 more routines to go. Italy is the next on the stage. Filippo Pelate and Flaminia Vernice from Italy. The theme of the routine, Orpheus and Eurydice. They start with a difficulty declared of 37.15. Really good height, the acro pair. Beautiful transitions. Really high on this lift. So usually the lifts, the swimmer that is elevated, it's called feature swimmer, his lift by the partner. Many rotations, unbalanced rotations. They consist in executing rotations outside the vertical line, and they are really hard to execute. They belong to the level 7 of the difficulty table of elements.
By Team Italia, performed by Filippo Pelati and Flaminia.
And this was the duet, mixed duet from Italy, Filippo Pelati and Flaminia Vernice. The coaches are Letizia Nuzzo, Simona Ricotta, and Silvia Gianandrea. The choreography is from the Italian squad. And the first season for Filippo and Flaminia to swim together in a mixed duet event at the world stage. And they want to have a strong performance for each competition. Today they really had a really good performance. This choreography aims at telling the love story of Orpheus and Eurydice, who got married after his return from Argonauts expedition. Unfortunately, they could not enjoy their love much as she got killed by a snake bite. Reason for which Orpheus ventured himself to the land of the death to attempt to bring Eurydice back to life. What a beautiful story. Dramatic, but beautiful. At the 2023 Junior European Championships in Funchal, Portugal, Italy won the bronze medal, but with a different pair. So they are hoping here to revalidate the title, at least with the bronze medal. They have been winning a lot of medals throughout these Junior European Championships. They were the gold medalists yesterday at the tech mixed duet event. So today they want to really be on the first place again. They have to beat Spain. That is the team that is on first place right now. Let's see how the results will look after the scores came out.
And the provisional routine score for Team Italia. Points on element, 127.
And there's no base mark applied, so Italy got the full difficulty value, 37.15. Synchronization errors are 4.9, the lowest until the moment. And the element score of 127.4313, artistic impression 77.4500, and they respect the time limit of 1 minute and 30 that they had to accomplish all the hybrids are in the first position. And now we have the duet, mixed duet from Great Britain. Holly Hughes and Andrew Tomlin. They start inside the water with a theme Wakanda. The declared difficulty of 30.4. What a height! Such good height on this throw. It was a jump and a lift well executed with one rotation. And they already executed the connected movements that they had to execute. Slight differences in timing. Really good height in this throw. So on the throws, acrobatic movements, the feature swimmer has to lose the contact with the base. So in this case, Monju had to throw and drop the Holly. So many rotations in this last hybrid. Really well done. Team Great Britain, Holly Hughes and Manju Tomlin. They are coached by Paolo Basso and the choreographer of this routine, Stefania Speroni. Manju start doing synchro at Lattice Flamingos Club. Shout out to his first coach, Francesca. He is a really good swimmer. The song they wanted, but no, it's from the soundtrack of the film Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. The theme is about resilience, cultural pride, and identity, resistance to the oppression. So this is a really strong theme here. This is also the first season that they are competing together. First competition where Holly and Lanju swam together and did a great job today. They choose this song because they want to pass a message of resilience and preserving a legacy. They competed already in Belgrade at the European Championships, the senior stage, and they got the silver medal on the acrobatic team event. Lanju was part of the mixed duet that competed last season in the Junior European Aquatics. The duet got the first position, the fourth position. I'm sorry for the mistake. And in 2022 at the World Youth Championships, Lanju also competed with a different swimmer. And 2 weeks ago at the Senior European Championships in Belgrade, Lanju with a different pair, they also won a bronze medal. So they have a huge opportunity here to get a medal for Great Britain. And we have here the results. There's no base marks applied and a really low deduction for the synchronization, 3.9 points. It's a really good result. And the element scored 105.2043, artistic impression 79.3500, and the bonus of 40 points awarded because they respected the underwater time for the execution of the hybrids. And they finished in the third position until the moment. We still have 2 more routines to go. We already have on the stage the duet from Portugal, Carlota Fonseca and Rodrigo Carvalho. The Portuguese duet that brings here the theme Greece. They start with a difficulty of 26.9. Really well executed. And the first connection. This is the first time that the Portuguese duet has a mixed duet in the junior event. We have a throw. Throw was executed. Connection movement on the hybrid. Second connection with travel. And the lift, really good height. And a change of the song. This allows the swimmers to have variety in the movements. They really have to finish all those rotations if they want to have the full difficulty value. Beautiful ending, really artistic with a Greece theme. So as I said, this is the first time that Portugal is competing with a junior duet, mixed duets. This was Francis, Carlota Fonseca and Rodrigo Carvalho. They're coached by Silvia Pinto and Beatriz Gonçalves. Choreography from Silvia Pinto. This choreography was created this year, and it's the first competition for these two swimmers together. They've been practicing only together before this competition. They choose it because it's fun, it's a fun song, and that's impossible not to tap your foot to it. Carlota is part of the women's technical duets, and she competed yesterday. She already competed also with the senior Portuguese squad at the European Games in 2023 and in the World Championships in the 2022 edition. Rodrigo is the first male artistic swimmer in Portugal. He already competed in many Spanish Opens, got the bronze medal in the Madrid Open last year. This season, he got the silver medal in the Galiza Open. He actually had an accident in the beginning of the season. He broke his leg, but he was so motivated to recover fast so he could get back to training. This swimmer has an impressive background in various disciplines, including hip-hop, ballroom dancing, water polo, and ballet, and while practicing artistic swimming at the same time. But over the time, he decided to focus his talents on artistic swimming and ballet, combining his diverse expertise to create captivating performances as we saw today here at these Junior European Championships. So at the moment, the difficulty technical controllers are reviewing the video of the choreography. They might have some doubts about some rotations. Review the video 3 times per element at the normal speed, and they cannot stop the video in the middle of the element to check any position, and they have to agree. The 3 of them, they have to agree on the decision of applying a base mark. With the same decision, with the same opinion, a base mark will not be applied, and the decision will be in favor of the athletes.
The unofficial results till now in the mixed duet 3, we've got Italia in the first place, second Spain.
So after the Portuguese duet, we will have Israel. They are swimming also for the best result here. And after this competition, we will have the award ceremony for the duets events, women and mixed duets events.
And the provisional routine score for
And there were 2 base marks applied. We already have the results. Element 8 and element 9. There was a base mark, so the actual difficulty is now 20.85 points. Synchronization errors of 5.9 points, and element score 58.0126, artistic impression 62.2500, and they respected the time for the underwater execution of the hybrids, 40 points. They are now on the 5th position until the moment. This is still a good result.
Israel.
And we are ready for the duets. Israel. Yogev Dagan and Haya Masur. The theme of the routine, New World. The choreography has a difficulty of 31.35. And they start with a jump, with a flexibility on the back position, followed by a throw. And this was the lift. Beautiful transitions. Really well done in these spins, these rotations. And the connection movements. And this was the routine from Yogev Dagan and Haya Marsor from Israel. They had really precise movements, fully rotations. It was really well executed overall. And they were really synchronized. They do a really nice match in this mixed duets. The coaches, Valeria Aprileva and Eti Levi. Choreographers, Svetlana Bletcher and Anna Tajes. They have been using this routine for about 1 year already. They had their inspiration from the senior woman duets, senior duet from Israel. Their theme is also New World. It's the first time that they compete as a duet. And Haya competed in the team events at the 2024 and 2023 World Championships, in the 2023 European Games, and also in the World Cup in Paris in 2023. Yesterday they competed in the mixed tag duets and finished in the 4th position. And here they are looking for a routine with no base marks.
Wait for the last provisional routine score before we then get the official results.
And we are waiting for the results here. And after this session, we will be waiting for the award ceremony for the duets events. We are going to decide after the score is on the board if they have any chance of medals. And the result is already in place. They had a base mark on element number 1, and the actual difficulty is now 29.45. Synchronization errors of 5.3. Element score 94.4750. Artistic impression 72.7000. And the respective the time for underwater execution of the hybrids. And we see the position is now, the final ranking is now set. We have Italy as the junior champions on the mixed duet free. The Team Spain is in the second place, silver medal, and Great Britain third place, bronze medal here in these European Championships. We'll be back in a few minutes, so stay tuned, where we'll be having the award ceremony for all of these events. See you in a couple of minutes. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, before we proceed with the medal ceremonies for today's finals, we need to revisit the awards for the women's technical duet event. Following a throughout video review by the referee, adjustments were made to the results due to the removal of 2 base marks. These changes have significantly impacted the final standings. We are committed to ensuring the accuracy and fairness of our competition, and it's important that we honor the athletes correctly. Therefore, we will now reward the medals for the women's technical duets event. Following this, we will proceed with the medal ceremonies for today's finals. And we already have on the stage the award ceremony. And we have the duets from Greece on the bronze position. And we have awarding the medals George Farrugia from the Aquatic Sports Association of Malta, he's the General Secretary, and Marie Cavaclioglu from the European Aquatics Technical Artistic Swimming Committee, she's the Secretary. She's awarding the medals to the second place, silver medal, the French duets.
And the Duet Technical European Champion. And the gold medal with a remarkable...
And the European Junior Champions at the Duet Tech is Spain.
The duet composed of Naya Varez-Vidente and Rosho Garcia.
Naya Vicente and Rocio Garcia. It's the mixed duets.
Gentlemen, stand up for the national anthem of Spain.
Congratulations to all the swimmers. This was the award ceremony for the women's duet technical. Following this, we will proceed with the medal ceremonies for today's finals, the women's free duet and the mixed duet free events. And we will proceed with the medal ceremony for the duet free, women's duet free, and presenting who's going to award the medals. George Farrugia, the secretary from the Aquatic Sports Association Malta, and Dispoina Carampella, a member of the European Aquatics Technical Artistic Swimming Committee, and also assistant referee in this competition. And in the bronze medal and third place, the duet from Spain, not Spain, from France.
And the silver medal, which is score of 262.3356, goes to Greece.
And silver medal and second place goes to Greece, Sofia Rigakou and Vasiliki Tanu.
Rigakou and Vasiliki Tanu. And now, the European champions in the duet free and the gold medal with an amazing performance and a total score of 265.2418 is Spain.
And the winners, gold medalists and European junior champions at the duet free event. We have Naya Alvarez Vicente and José Cale Garcia from Spain.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthem of
And now we're going to
Spain.
listen to the anthem of Spain. Now it's time for the pictures. Congratulations to all the athletes. Congratulations, Spain. And we are getting ready for the mixed duet free award ceremony. Presenting the medals, we will have George Ferrugia. He's the secretary of the Aquatic Sports Association Malta. Medal presenter number 2 is Polina Carampella. She's a member of the European Aquatics Technical Artistic Swimming Committee. And we also have the swimmers on the stage.
We are starting with the bronze medal. The winner with a score of 224.554 is Great Britain.
And in the third place with the bronze medal, we have Great Britain.
The team composed of Holly Hughes and Lanju Tomlin.
Holly Hughes and Lanju Tomlin.
And the silver medal with a score of 230.5313 goes to
And in the second place and silver medal, we have Spain. The athletes Adriana Benito da Silva and Jordi Cáceres Iglesias.
and the European champion in the mixed duet free and the gold medalist with a remarkable performance
And the European Junior Champion of the mixed duet free and gold medalists, we have Italy. Filippo Pelate e Flaminia Vernice.
Congratulations, Team Italia, composed of Filippo Pelati and Flaminia Vernice. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthem of
Now we're going to listen to the national anthem of Italy.
Congratulations to all our medalists and also to all our
Now it's time for the pictures of the winners.
Let's give another round of applause to these exceptional athletes. Very well done. This concludes our medal ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our medal ceremonies for today. Congratulations once again to all our medalists for their outstanding performances We would like to extend our gratitude to the athletes, coaches, judges, and organizers for their hard work and dedication. A special thank you to our audience, both here at the Cottonera Sports Complex and those watching from home, for your unwavering support. Before we sign off, we want to remind you that tomorrow is the final day of competition at the European Junior Artistic Swimming Championships. We have an exciting day ahead with the finals of the women's and men's technical solo events starting at 10 a.m. local time. Be sure to join us for what promises to be a thrilling conclusion of these championships. I'm Mariana Marques, and it's been a pleasure bringing you today's events live from Malta. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you tomorrow for more spectacular performances. Stay tuned and enjoy your night.